into the night with Rick Ballou on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Good score. Heck, par is a great score at the 108th PGA Championship. The golf gods, they have got to be celebrating right now above us. You know, they're sipping wine, real expensive stuff, maybe some scotch, maybe some bourbon. They're not drilling beers up there, but the finest meats and cheeses as well as they watch the fits continue, although it seems like it comes in spurts. And there's so much good that is coming out of this, and I'm going to certainly express my thoughts on it over the next couple of hours. Football fans, I'm going to get to you in just 1 minute. This Jaguar schedule is not going to change in the first 5 minutes as I talk about the PGA Championship, but I am going to go through it, no doubt about it. I think the untold story of what's going on right now in Philadelphia. And I hate to start with a complaint because let me say, I love what is going on. I love to see the best in the world struggle. I mean, you can have the John Deere Classic. You can take the Greater Milwaukee Open. You can have fun with all those type of events. And for instance, you look at Maverick McNeely. Here's your winner right now, your leader right now at 500. He's got one PGA Tour win. That was down the road in St. Simons. He won it in 2024 at the RSM Classic. Great stuff. 21 under, 22 under. Good. No, I love it when the golf course rears its ugly head. I love it when the golf course, and in this case, the greens, really show their teeth. And that has been the case. The problem? It's taken almost 6 hours to play a round of golf. We see changes in every sport, some of them absurd, some of them just beyond ridiculous. And again, the NFL that you love and I love, before you know it, they're going to bring out a Spencer Haywood, Dr. Julius Irving, the A-Train, Artist Gilmore, old ABA-colored NFL football, and if you kick it from, let's say, 55 yards or longer, it's now going to be worth 4 points. That's where the great game that we love is headed. I mean, look at the kick rule. It's just terrible. Okay, they never should have moved back the PATs. Then they took it one step farther with the, trying to find a way to fudge numbers so they can get to an 18th game. Which we all want as consumers. But again, the kickoff to me is the best part of the game. You wait all day. You're in the parking lot. You're boozing. You're all fired up. You take the field. You stand up. It's the anticipation of that opening kick. It's the anticipation of toe to leather. And what do you get? Touchback. Everyone sits down. Well, the rules went up a year ago. Yeah, maybe they did go up. Maybe the stat, but what was that? I mean, it's awful. Golf. I think Thursday and Friday, it's time for a shotgun. You know, they already go off 1 and 10 respectively. It's time to go off all 18 holes. You cannot play a tournament of this significance and have guys out there for 5.5 in 6 hours. Of course, that'll be lowered tomorrow. The cut line's already moved twice. It was believed to be 2 over early in the morning. Right now, it sits at +4. It's the top 70 in ties. And the exact opposite happening here today than happened yesterday. Afternoon, better scoring conditions. Rory McIlroy with the birdie moments ago. You know, Rory yesterday was just terrible. He had only 4 fairways. He bogeyed 5 of his 6 final holes on Thursday. Again, talking about the conditions and how bad they were. Today, he begins with 2 birdies on 2 and 4. Moments ago, he just had a birdie on number 12. He's got a clean card, and he sits at 1 under. John Rahm has a clean card. He's gotten himself out of trouble. Birdies on 2 and 11, and he is at 3 under. Again, it's Maverick McNeely, who now birdies again. Lo and behold. So Maverick McNeely's gone birdie, birdie, birdie surrounded by pars going out. He's gone birdie, bogey, eagle going out. A 33 on the par 70. So with 33 going out on what is a 35 on the backside, his front side, because he went off number 10 to begin the tournament. Now he has birdied 1, 2, and 5. Playing some incredible golf. He has got it at minus 6. Alex Smalley may not be, all that aware of him. He's from Duke. He's from the state of North Carolina. This guy has never played in a Masters. He's never played in a British Open. He's played in one United States Open and missed the cut in 2017. And he's played in one PGA championship, tied for 23rd back in 2023. He's 2 strokes off the lead, and he is officially, I want to say with Justin Thomas, the only golfer in the clubhouse who is shot under 70 or shot under par both Thursday and Friday. That's what Smalley did with a 67 yesterday, a 69 today. For Justin Thomas, he has a 69 on both Thursday and Friday. So obviously that's great news for JT as well. It appears he's finally back from, we know he'd only played a couple of rounds since last September, but he's getting better. And he's one of the 3 guys out there who has won the PGA Championship twice or more, right? It's Rory McIlroy, his last win coming in Valhalla in 2014. He won it in 2012. JT did it in 2017 and 2022. And Brooks Koepka, whose game has been very similar to Matt Fitzpatrick, they both cannot putt on these greens. Fitzpatrick, 33 putts both Thursday and Friday. 1 under was Koepka to begin the day. He is absolutely struggling. He is masterful tee to green. He just can't roll him in. Of course, Koepka's won it 3 times, 18, 19, and 23 for his 3 PGA championships. If you want to win a bar bet, the other 3, not playing, obviously, Tiger, Phil, and Vijay Singh. So there you go. That is the very latest. We're going to keep you updated on everything that is ongoing right here at the PGA Championship. Scotty Scheffler, who's short but to the point, and this speaks volumes of what has actually gone on. Scheffler today said the course was kind of absurd. He went on to say it is the hardest pin locations that he has ever seen on tour, and that includes the United States Open. That includes the other majors. I think where you're at is, yeah, I absolutely enjoy watching the best golfers in the world struggle because I know how hard this sport is. Most of you out there who play it, you know how difficult this sport is. I also believe you can't make it totally incredibly unfair. And if you look at these greens, again, I did a lot of reading on turtleback greens. Donald Ross put this together back in 1928. Again, the greens are enormous. You're not going to miss them, but you can 3-putt, you can 4-putt. I mean, you can be all over the golf course with this bent grass. And the best example that I can give you is right before I left to get here to the radio station, I was watching 4 different screens and really just inhaling everything that is the PGA Championship. I don't know if you had a chance to see this, JJ, but Xander Schauffele and Brooks Koepka, they were on the green. Their balls were about 2 feet apart. They put 2 coins down. And you talk about the turtleback, which by definition it's a higher surface, but they will run both left and right away from the hole. Well, it was probably a 16, 18-foot putt for both of these guys. When it ended up, Koepka was 4 feet left of the hole. Shoffley was 4 feet right of the hole.
I didn't see that particular hole, but I've seen that all weekend. I mean, these guys are completely confused. You said this on Crosstalk when they were trashing Bryson.
Oh,
it was right after he hit a putt and throws his arm it's going to the left, and it went in.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's like, whoa, these guys have no freaking idea what's going on with the undulation of the greens and
really struggling. I mean, Stevie Wonder would have a better chance of lining up a putt than Bryson DeChambeau.
I'm enjoying all of it.
I am too, and you know what? Because I just love to talk about betting. If I was to say 10 under, and I gave you 2-1 odds for 10 under or better, and I gave you even odds for under 10 under, what are you playing?
I think it's going to be around 10 or 11.
Yeah.
So I guess that it's hard to say in golf. Is that over or under? But yeah, I think the winner is going to be, I'd say 11 under.
It feels like the winners right now are bunched up at 2 under. And I say this with the utmost respect for Maverick McNeely. And I say this for the utmost respect for Alex Smalley and Chris Gotterup. How about the kid out of Oklahoma? He had the best card of the day, the best card of 2 days. A 65 today for Chris Gotterup, who's already won on the PGA Tour a few times this year. He had one blemish on number 2, a bogey. Outside of that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 birdies today after an even par 70. Was it an even par 70? Yes, it must not have been. It must have been over par if he was 500. Yeah, he was +2 on Thursday's round. But, with apology to all these guys, I got to go to -2. And I got to look at Justin Thomas, Scotty Scheffler, Siwoo Kim, Patrick Cantlay, John Rahm, who just finally dropped a stroke. I mean, Rahm has been in trouble all day. He is grinded all late afternoon. And again, 2 birdies. His first bogey just came in a moment ago on the par 4 13th hole. So he is at 2 under par. I tend to believe that that's where your winner is.
I'll give you one
from.
guy. It might be at 3. Hideki. He was phenomenal today in the morning when everyone was struggling. The winds were crazy. Nobody was shooting low in the morning. He went out there and just did his thing and had a bogey-free, 1 birdie in the front 9 or the back 9, which everyone thought was insane.
Yeah. And
he finished at 3 under. He's a guy for me that could easily win this golf.
Yeah, 1 blemish today, 4 birdies, 1 bogey for Hideki. Very good round. He's at -3. And just how fast things can change at this golf course. Arguably, when you don't talk about Scotty Scheffler, or even if you do talk about Scotty Scheffler, 2 hottest golfers right now, and Rory's one. Listen, you got to give Rory all the credit in the world. But Matt Fitzpatrick and Cameron Young are arguably the 2 hottest golfers playing. And Cameron Young, there hasn't been a lot of talk about him at all. What did he do? He went off 10 first, came in, eagled the easiest golf hole on this course, the par 5 9th hole, to all of a sudden go from even to -2 and a 67 posted after a 71 yesterday. Cameron Young right now, just a couple of shots off the lead. And you know what? I don't care if Maverick McNeely posts a 6 under today, a 7 under today, a 5 under today. You got moving day tomorrow, and you got everything that's going to take place coming up on Sunday. I have to look at the fact that this guy has played in 1 major in his entire career. And I think that's going to catch up with him once we dive into the weekend play.
I would be shocked if Maverick McNeely is in the last group on Sunday. Now, what about Min Woo?
Ooh.
He's a guy who's always been lurking for a couple years, and he's just been hanging around. They never show him on TV. I've seen maybe 3 of his golf shots today, but he's 2 shots back. I'm trying to find guys that might give Scotty a run for his money because I feel like Scotty's got a 66 in him, tomorrow or so. You just know one of these next 2 days, Scotty's going to go really, really low.
Min Woo Lee yesterday took total advantage of the 2 par 5s. Again, this is a par 70, so you don't have 2 par 5s per side. You only have 2 for the entire 18 holes. He birdied both number 16 yesterday and was able to par number 9. Today, he bogeys the easiest golf hole on the course, the par 5 9th hole. He also had a birdie on 16. So, 2 birdies, a par, and a bogey. He's going to have to get better than that if he is going to win this tournament. There's not a lot of gimme holes at this golf course. No question about it. All right, so we got a lot to do. And it's going to be, I think, just a lot of fun to be able to, take you through what is really happening here late. Wind this morning was up to 22 miles per hour. And it was very cold. I've got a good look right now. 6 mile per hour winds. This is the 14th hole. Jordan Spieth, who, of course, if he went on a run and was able to win here, he would complete his Grand Slam.
We won't have to worry about that.
Yeah. He's won the other 3 majors, and he just, again, we talked about how even though they had a 1/4 inch of rain late Wednesday night into Thursday morning, they did not soften up. And there's a prime example of it. Off the tee, it looked like a magnificent shot by Spieth. It was pin high to the right, but it was as if you were hitting concrete, and it rolled off the back of the green. So he's going to have to grind now to try to chip and make a putt to get out of there with a par. Again, it looks like the cut line right now is going to be +4. All right, when we come back, we'll take a quick hiatus from the PGA Championship, unless something nuts happens. And we'll get to the Jaguars schedule. That came in during my show late yesterday. I didn't have a chance to do it game by game, so I want to get that with you coming up here on the other side. I'm seeing Journey tomorrow night, and it's going to be a whole heck of a lot of fun. And some people like to go to concerts and just get blinded out of their mind, right? Not me. I want to be able to see, man. I want to see all the groupies. I want to see everything that's going on with the transition from guitar to guitar and everything else that a concert is all about. So, thank goodness for Shmunez Vision. There's a lot of things in my life I do not have. There are some that I do. 20/20 vision, and that has always been the case. If your eyes are starting to get away from you, okay, you notice that right now, later in the day, fatigue is set in. You just do not see as well. And especially when it gets dark, it's even worse for you. Make an appointment today at Shmunez Vision. How about laser eye surgery? Very affordable, more than 37 years worth of experience when it comes to surgery with Dr. Neil Shmunez, Dr. Catherine Shmunez, and Dr. John Hunt. Check them out. Go to Shmunez Vision, also on Instagram. You can get all the testimonials at Shmunez Vision.
Ever wonder what Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser did before the drill?
You're wearing tuxedos to a job that requires you to clean bathrooms.
Dan and Jeff.
I'm proud of what I do.
Mornings on 1010XL.
Watch where you step. Watch where you squat.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
I just got another NBA offer from Hard Rock Bet.
A Hard Rock Bet promo at the Hard Rock Bet Party? That is so meta.
That's not meta. That's Meta World Peace. Meta. Tell them about Hard Rock Bet.
Hard Rock Bet has it all. Live odds for every NBA game, every player prop, same game parlays, you name it. It's the only place I play these days.
Okay, now that is meta.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Pages in your mailbox right now. Did you know there's local savings sitting in your mailbox right now? Money Pages is packed with real coupons from your favorite local businesses. Save money at restaurants like Al's Pizza, on pet care at Forever Vets, and on entertainment for the whole family at the Alhambra Theater. Plus, make sure to download the Money Pages app for savings on the go. Money Pages in your mailbox right now.
Take Time Out with Patrick Young.
Patrick Young here, a.k.a. the Big PY. And you know I love my Florida Gators.
Friday morning at 8:30 with Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser. Tipped off by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and Kuhn Flowers on 1010XL.
Royal Pest Services, a local company you can trust. Royal Pest is a certified installer of tap insulation, which stands for thermal, acoustic, and pest control. Reduce that electric bill by adding pest protection. It's that easy. Online at royalpestservices.com.
The 2026 schedule is here, and Jaguars football is officially back at the bench. With limited capacity this season, it's more important than ever to show up loud and create the ultimate home field advantage. From our biggest rivalries to can't-miss matchups, this is a season you won't want to miss. Single game tickets are on sale, and now's the time to lock in your seats for the games that matter most. Inventory is limited, and tickets are expected to go fast. Visit Jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
It's the big reveal. Listen all day for 1010XL's thoughts on the Jags' potential wins and losses this season. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Septic Plumbing and Air Conditioning and Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Into the Night with Rick Ballou on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
So great stuff going on at the PGA Championship. Also, the Jaguars and the NFL, for that matter, released their schedule last night. I'm going to rip my way through it coming up here in just a couple of seconds. Maverick McNeely is 6 under par. He has played 14 holes. He went off the back first. So he has 4 holes remaining, including the easiest hole on the golf course, the par 5 9th hole. But a birdie on 10, bogey on 15, eagle on 16, then birdies on 1, 2, and 5. Really playing some good golf. 2-stroke lead over Alex Smalley, 69 today, 67 yesterday. Minwoo Lee with a 67 yesterday. He's got it at 4 under, -1 today. 2 holes to play. Chris Gotterup, your best round so far of the tournament, a 65 today, 5 under for Gotterup. He's at -3, and then you look at Hideki. You look at Aldred Potkeeter, who had it at 5 under and posted a 70 today. Got in trouble late in this golf tournament. He had consecutive bogeys coming in on 17 and 18 after having a clean card, 2 birdies and 14 pars. You end the day going bogey, bogey. And, you know, I've never been in a tournament, but I can only imagine. You know, we talk about closers in baseball or cornerbacks in the NFL or goaltenders in the National Hockey League about how you got to turn the page. You can't take what you did late in a round with you the next day. I don't know. When you do something positive, it's always, wow, he's ready to go, the motivation. When you do something the exact opposite, is he going to be tossing and turning tonight?
I have an update on our leader.
Okay.
Maverick McNeely just missed a 5-footer for par.
Ooh. I'm looking at it right now. You're ahead of me. Oh, my gosh.
Wasn't even close.
It's totally pushed it. I mean, it wasn't even. And that's one right there where, again, I mean, this guy has no experience playing in the majors. Never been at a Masters, never been at a U.S. Open or British Open. Missed the cut at the U.S. Open. And, again, had a tied for 23rd back at the PGA Championship in 2023. Was that Oak Hill? Or was that 2022?
By the way, Potkeeter
what's his name is not going to make it. Michael Block. Remember that huge story a few years ago?
Michael Block, but there is another tour guy, what do you call him?
PGA Tour, PGA,
Pro,
PGA professional
that is making the cut. Can't, I forget his last name, but he's actually making the cut. Unfortunately, Michael Block, who was, he finished like 69 or 70 yesterday. Unfortunately, he was like +5 today and missed the cut. Yeah. My boy Potgieter, he won last year as like one of the youngest players on tour of all time. I think he was 19 when he won, maybe 20. He showed up. This is the first time I've seen him since. He's looking slim. He's lost like 40 pounds. He looks great.
Kid's 21 years of age.
Yep.
From South Africa. He's 54th on the money list. He's already brought in $1,517,000. Of course, he's on par right now to get himself a really good paycheck if he can continue at this pace.
Yeah, he's got a hell of a future.
Saturday and Sunday. All right, let's get to the schedule. Let's do that. I think the best part of the schedule is week 1. In my opinion, Jacksonville could not have drawn a better opening day team. Cleveland coming here. We already know Jacksonville's favored by 7.5 points. Here's the only issue that I see. From here on out, this also, and, I've noticed over the years that this applies more in college football, or at least it used to when you had the same team year after year after year. I noticed this at Florida State and obviously being a student of the game and following the game, that when your classmates are telling you, oh, you're going to kill him, all you got to do is show up, you're going to kill him, and it's the first game. I can think of Florida State Southern Miss here in 1989, my first trip ever to Jacksonville, and they lost. Okay, that's amateurism. That's listening. Pros, you would think, are advanced. Pros are not going to get caught up in any of that stuff because there is a difference between Saturday and Sunday. I do, though, wonder, day after day, week after week, month after month, I just can't see anyone going out to those players and say, Cleveland's going to come in here and beat you on opening day. The Jags are a huge favorite. Now, the one thing that is pretty cool about this, and as you're a Jaguars fan, you're well aware of it. The way that they were coached last season was really, really positive in that even during their lowest moments, right? Travis Hunter penalty in Cincinnati, 19-point fourth quarter blown lead in Houston, getting destroyed in London by the Rams. They bounced right back. They also didn't read positive press clippings when they were doing things very, very well late in the year, winning handily. They kept it even keel. So I do look at that as a positive. So best way to start the year. I got them with a W against Cleveland. You agree?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Week 2, you go to Denver. Now, I just gave you an explanation from a year ago. I really take into consideration what they did last year, home and away, to form my opinion or help form my opinion this year. I thought they were a better road team last year than home team, okay? Because you're going to tell me that game in London's a home game against the Rams. I find that hard to believe, but whatever. We know how they lost. Houston and Cincinnati, 2 games that honestly they should have won. I think that changes this year, even though I have the blueprint from a season ago. I think it's going to change. I have them losing at Denver in week 2. Denver's a very well-coached football team. Denver has a quality quarterback. Denver has a good defense. Denver, it's also going to be, I would think, I haven't looked at the Broncos' schedule, but I want to say it is going to be the home opener for the Broncos. So I like Denver to knock off Jacksonville. I like their season to begin in September, 1-1. Have an opinion on Denver, either way?
I'm looking for Denver to take a huge step back this year. Okay. I really don't like Bo Nix. I think he's bang average, maybe even not. I think the Jags go in there again and win. I got them 2-0.
Let's give you 2 more before the trip to London. Again, I'm not going to.
That is their home opener, by the way.
Do they play like a Monday night or a Thursday night?
against the Chiefs, so it'll be a short week.
Okay. Well, there's something.
Playing the Jags.
Now, listen, this is all fun. It is. Last year I had them 10-7. But, I'll do this again right before opening day. And then what really counts is what you do the week of the game. I mean, obviously everything changes, particularly injuries, but just the way both teams are playing. So this is kind of fun. And that's exactly what we're doing. All right, week 3. Here's what's scary. And I want to send out a PSA right now. I got a lot of knucklehead buddies that I ran and ripped from the time that I was 7 years old on. Still really good friends of mine. 8 of them want to come in for this game between the Patriots and the Jags. 8. I also heard from my brother this morning. He texted me at like 8 a.m. Of course, I didn't get out of the... Actually, I didn't get up early today. I got up at 10:30 today. I had to be here to do this on social media at 11:30. So if I don't look like I caught my beauty sleep...
I saw you. I was shocked.
It's true. My brother's like, yeah, I want to come... We'll go to Florida State on Saturday. And I'm like, dude, I can't do a Florida State game and be prepared to work the next day. I just can't do it anymore. I used to be able to do it. I can't. I still don't have the cure for the hangover. And... so that's 10. That's 10 people who want tickets for this game. And they're Patriots fans, not Jaguars fans. So be cautious of that. I'm going to put up the big hell no and a 0 for 10. I'm not I don't do the ticket game. I do not do the people just assume I've got them laying around. I'm not going to do it. But that's kind of scary to think about it. That's just me. And that's not even 24 hours into when the schedule had been released. They both came to me, the Boston guys last night, my brother this morning. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars absolutely win this football game.
Yeah, me too.
Against the New England Patriots.
What I saw from Drake May in the playoffs, really huge red flags. And so I could see a slump coming next year. All the stuff with that Vrabel and Rossini, like, is Vrabel even going to be the head coach? I'm assuming he is, but just bad vibes this offseason. So right now I'm going to go Jags 3-0 to start the year.
New England played 4 playoff games. They allowed 5, 5, 5, and then 6 sacks in the Super Bowl. There's the blueprint. It's a bad offensive line. They've addressed it again. But I like New England to take it a 2x4 right across the forehead here at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, last game we'll give you before the break at Cincinnati. They lost last year at Cincinnati on a bad call. They also lost last year at Cincinnati with a backup quarterback. Okay, they knocked off or knocked out Joe Burrow. And they allowed Browning to go, 93 yards during the final possession for Cincinnati. Again, that bad penalty on Travis Hunter had an effect here. But I still think this is going to be a very difficult football game for the Jaguars. I think they're going to start the year off 2-2. I think the Bengals get them in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I think this is where the Jags come up short. I mean, if Burrow's playing at this time, who freaking knows with that guy? But assuming Burrow's playing quarterback, I like the Jags to lose their first game of the year in Cincinnati. 3-1.
All right, there you have it. That is the very latest. When we come back, we're going to tell you all about the Alexander Law Firm and the Alexander Law Practice. We're also going to update you on everything that is happening here at the PGA Championship. JJ told you that McNeely missed the putt, so he had it at 6 under. He's now at -5. Very interesting leaderboard from the middle of the middle of Philadelphia out there on the Donald Ross course. Of course, it's the 108th PGA championship.
Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies. Now, a PGA Championship update on 1010XL. Teed up by TopDressing.com and LiveForeverGolf.com.
Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the 108th PGA Championship, sponsored by Sentry, business insurance that specializes in you. Late in the day at Aronimink, conditions have improved. The wind is way down. Now is the time to hit the gas. Maverick McNeely doing just that.
He has got an 8-footer straight back up the hill, not much in it. He pours it right in the middle. That is absolutely a beautifully played par 3, 5th hole for our leader. He's now 6 under par.
Carl Paulson the call. McNeely started on 10 today. He's got birdies at 1, 2, and 5 to open his back 9. McNeely with a 2-shot lead over Alex Smalley and Minwoo Lee, who are 4 under. Scotty Scheffler was erratic off the tee taw early in the round, but straightened things out. He is 2 under, 4 back. And Rory McIlroy safely inside the cut line at +1, 7 off the lead. McIlroy 3 under today and bogey free. I'm Ted Emmerich, Westwood One Sports.
At Sentry, understanding starts with taking a seat, talking face-to-face, getting to know your business firsthand, diving into details, seeing risk from every angle, becoming experts in your business, and crafting coverage that really makes a difference. So, save us a seat. We've got work to do. Property and casualty coverages are underwritten by a member of the Sentry Insurance Group, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. For a complete listing of companies, visit Sentry.com. Policies, coverages, benefits, and discounts are not available in all states. See policy for complete coverage details.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, Hicken here. I couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. When I say family, I mean it. Visit their beautiful showroom today off Atlantic Boulevard. Find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help. And whether you want a car, a truck, SUV, electric, pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, no problem. MooreChevy.com is easy to navigate as any site you will try. It's never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Springtime is the perfect time to get your home organized. Hey, this is Lauren Brooks, and I love our closets from Closets by Design. They create custom storage systems designed around how you actually live. From closets and garages to entertainment centers, laundry rooms, and storage for any space and budget. Make an appointment to tour their showroom on Phillips Highway and get 40% off plus an extra 15% off free installation and 18-month special financing. Schedule your free consultation at 904-878-9393 or find them online, closetsbydesign.com.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is now offering ortho walk-in appointments. If you have an immediate need for orthopedic care, contact Southeast Orthopedic Specialist immediately. Avoid ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. For more information, go to se-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Frank Frangie here. When you're inside the Kuhn Flowers showroom, you'll find a wide array of gift ideas that will take care of any gift-giving situation. Spend a few minutes there and you'll see for yourself. That's Kuhn Flowers on Beach Boulevard.
Attention poker players, the tables are heating up at all Best Bet locations. Don't miss a minute of the action with $800 high hands every Friday and Saturday, $555 Cinco de Mayo high hands every 20 minutes, and the Memorial Day $30,000 cash giveaway. And don't forget to earn those entries to win a side-by-side all-terrain vehicle starting May 1st in Best Bet St. Augustine. Get to your location of choice, Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine, and take home your winnings. For all the details, visit bestbetjacks.com.
Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice!
It's
showtime.
That's right. The whole world loves Beetlejuice. It's a rowdy, rambunctious, frolicking good time. And a big, fantastical funhouse. We're raising the bar and occasionally the dead. You've never seen anything quite like Beetlejuice. May 12th through the 17th, Jacksonville Center for the Performing Arts. Tickets on sale at fscjartistseries.org.
Attention golfers. The all-new Back 9 Golf Lakewood is now open with free-hour demos, discounts on founding memberships, 24-hour access, and you can even bring your own food and drinks. University in San Jose. Back 9 Golf Lakewood.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
The queen of light took her bow, and then she turned to go.
Into the Night with Rick Ballou on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Maverick McNeely with a par after the bogey on number 6. So he's got 2 holes to go, the par 3/8 and the easiest hole on the golf course, the par 5 9th hole. He sits at 5 under par. That is a stroke ahead of Alex Smalley. And 5 golfers now at 3 under par. Goddard, Hideki Matsuyama.
There you go.
There you go. It only took 3 times. You think I'd have problems with the next one? Who I've heard Aldridge, and Aldrich.
Pot eater, yeah.
Yeah. He's at 3 under. I posted a 70 today, so he is in the clubhouse as well.
And I know you can say the last one.
Minwoo Lee?
No, Yeager.
Oh, Steven Yeager.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. 3 under, 67 and a 70. So there you go. The 2 unders are just out of this world. Again, we mentioned it earlier. We'll get back to it in a little bit, but I do want to continue on with our schedule. Hey, I notice all the time when I'm driving that there's really a lot of selfishness, carelessness on the road nowadays, and it's awful. Frankly, it is. And you have to be such a defensive driver. There's really no other way to say it. You have to be completely alert because there's just awful driving. And most times when you get in an accident, you're not at fault. You're the victim. And there's a lot of misinformation that is out there. When you bring up the Alexander Law of Practice, let's get it out of the way right at the top. No consultation fee, okay? No retainer fee. You're not going to get charged for the phone call. You're not going to get charged for anything. You never come out of pocket, all right? Listen to me. You may be all alone right now. You may have a car that's totaled. You may have a car that is running but is broken, okay? You may be physically beaten up. Any of this or anything else that could have occurred, contact the Alexander Law Practice. Rick Alexander is a Duval guy. He's been here his entire life. He's been practicing for more than 30 years, and he's hands-on. He will work directly with each and every one of you. That's the way he rolls with his clients. Get all the information. You can call him at 400-6600. Your best bet is to go online. Just go to Alexander Law Practice. And again, if you're dealing with this or a friend of yours is dealing with this, tell them to go to the Alexander Law Practice. Again, you're never going to come out of pocket. All right, I have the Jags at 2-2 to begin the year. You have them at 3-1, right?
I do.
I have them knocking off Cleveland and New England, so 2-0 in Duval. I have them losing both games on the road. That is totally different from what we saw a year ago, but that's my early look at things. All right, and then it gets ugly. 2 straight in London. This is really now that you see it, you knew it was ugly. Now that you see it, it's a freaking disaster. I mean, it is. It's just awful. And I know there's some people out there that are probably trying to sell you on it. Well, good luck. I mean, good freaking luck if you're trying to say this is a good thing. This is a awful thing. There's no other way to say it. Philadelphia beats them when they get to Jacksonville. I'm looking at Philadelphia as a team that I still think is too physical. There are certain teams in the league. We just talked about how New England got beat up in the ditch a year ago in the playoffs. Philadelphia is so strong in the middle. And it wasn't a great year for A.J. Brown, for Jalen Hurts, for, certainly Barkley didn't have the year that he had 2 seasons ago. I think it's going to be a very tightly contested game. But I like Philly to knock them off when they face one another in London. How about you?
I don't care where this game is. I'm taking the Eagles even without A.J. Brown. I just think they're a better team at this moment in time.
Jason Lockenfora, by the way, saying that keep an eye on Jacksonville as a possibility to land A.J. Brown. I swear, man, it's out there.
Oh, I thought you were making that up.
No.
That is hilarious.
Someone sent it to me, and I went back and I read it. And it's like, wow, man.
I'm glad he's got a job.
Me too. I don't want to see anyone lose their job. But, the first thing I thought of is Diana Rossini answering the phone calls coming from Jason Lockenfora. Because how did he get that tip?
Probably because he made it up.
Yeah. Next game in London is against Houston. And this is a deal right here where it couldn't be any worse. All right? Any opponent not named Houston would be better here for Jacksonville because what is being said now is you needed Houston here. You needed Houston in Duval. You absolutely did. Now you got to go to London and try to knock off the Texans. And then you got to go out to Houston later in the year and try to knock off the Texans. I do think the Jags win this game. Okay, I think they go 1-1 in London. I have them losing to Philadelphia, then turn around and knocking off Houston. So before the bye week, I have the Jags at 3-3.
I have them at 3-3 as well, but I have them losing this game. I think they lose both in London before the bye.
Wow, that would be scary. Okay, I tell you what else is scary. You get the bye after the London trip. Perfect case scenario. Well, would be no games in London. Next bet would be, if you're going to play 2 in a row in London, can you at least put it in the middle part of the season? Because you get the bye after these 2 games, and that's what the Jaguars apparently wanted more than anything. So that's good news, right? Okay, here's the bad news. Now you got to play 11 straight football games. Okay? 11 straight. And you get Indy at home. That's a win. Last time Indy won at home, Eric Dickerson was their back. For crying out loud, it was John Mackey and Raymond Berry catching passes from Johnny Unitas when they were in Baltimore. Love the Jaguars there. So after the bye, I have them with a W against Indianapolis.
Yeah, me too. 4-3 Jags. Not to give it away, but I haven't beaten Indy both games.
Okay. Let's get to one more before the break. This is a Thursday nighter in Baltimore. This is a club going through a tremendous amount of transition. We know that. You got to pay the quarterback. You got to pay Lamar Jackson. This is going to be very interesting to me, but still, it's a nasty place to play. And it's a Thursday night. I like Baltimore to win this football game. So, in my opinion, Jacksonville was better on the road a year ago than at home. So far this year, I have Jacksonville beginning the season going 0-3 on the road. Wow.
And losing a London game, which I guess you could also sort of consider a road game. Yeah, I have them losing this one too. A night game in Baltimore. That's going to be tough.
All right, we're halfway through the schedule. I have them at 4-4. You have them at 4-4 as well?
I do.
All right, there you go. We've got obviously 9 games to go as we continue another year with 17 games. But this is the part of the schedule that drives me absolutely crazy because Jacksonville has 3 consecutive road football games, and that is not a good situation. We'll come back. We'll talk much more about that. Also keep you updated on everything that is happening during the second round of the PGA Championship. 2 holes to go for Maverick McNeely, a 5 under par. He is your leader at the 108th PGA Championship.
There's a magic in live radio that crackles with life and energy.
Let's go home!
Your home for live play-by-play is 1010XL.
Hicken here. You know I talk about Zero Res all the time.
And now I know why. Greg Huntington here, a.k.a. The Mangler. I finally had Zero Res out to my house.
It's a game changer.
8 years of wear and tear, 5 bedrooms, loft, stairs. Zero Res brought it all back to life.
And no harsh chemicals or soapy residue. That's why it stays cleaner longer.
The price surprised me.
If you haven't tried Zero Res yet, now's the time.
Go to ZeroResJacksonville.com, click Schedule Service, and use code MANGLER for 15% off. Zero Res Jacksonville, the right way to clean.
Hi, this is Dr. George Bari, an orthopedic surgeon who is fellowship trained in sports medicine. If you are a young athlete or a weekend warrior, I treat you with the care and expertise that is needed to diagnose and treat your injury. Come see me at Bari Orthopedics to get the care that you need.
Be sure and check out the expertise from Dr. George Bari and the entire staff at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com. And follow Doc on Instagram at Dr.GeorgeBari.
Everybody, Mike Dempsey here, and the cooler weather is upon us. Folks, it's the perfect time to try the new breakfast sandwich from Dandy Foods. A hearty one, too. A twin-pack cinnamon swirl and country sausage. You get the sweet first, then the salty kicks in, and trust me, they are addicting. And you'll find them all at daily stores around town. So the next time you're out and about, stop and get all that deliciousness in less than a minute from Dandy. Just one more reason to go out and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
Bud Light and everyone at Anheuser-Busch want to remind you to get home safely every time. People are counting on you, on the road and at home. Plan ahead with safe rides, and don't forget to hydrate between beers. Bud Light encourages everyone to enjoy responsibly and socialize safely.
All right, here we go. Jacksonville summer is around the corner, and the heat is bringing the pressure early. Your AC takes the field. It's trying to hold up the weight. Warm air, weak airflow. The system's in trouble. Time to make the call. Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Experienced AC techs, honest pricing, and they'll get it done right the first time. And here's the play right now. Take $500 off the total price of a new AC system during the Memorial Day promotion. That's how you stay cool and win the day. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Homeowners, ready to let the sunshine in without letting your energy bills go up? At Renewal by Anderson, you've got 2 ways to save on new windows and doors this month. Take 20% off your entire window and door replacement project, or choose no money down, no payments, and no interest for 2 years. But this offer expires May 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
So I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $30,000 a year, and right now graduate making over $80,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition and no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted into the program, your only costs are the books and the course fees, around $700 a year.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org, and you can apply there.
Tired of changing out bad sod year after year? Get it done right with Roundtree Sod. Big or small, they have it, and always supplied farm fresh. For a lush, legendary green lawn, call 7414-SOD for a free estimate. 7414-SOD.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Almost cut my hair.
Into the Night with Rick Ballou on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
It happened just the other day. It's getting kind of long. I could have said it wasn't in my way.
I don't think anyone would have a problem if Neil Young cut his hair, especially now. Trevor, well, that may be another story. And this was what? All just totally a joke? I've been asked about it, and I was like, man, I don't care about things like that. I just wanted to hear this great song from Neil Young.
So basically,
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
It was like one of those schedule release videos, and it shows him getting his fake haircut, and he's got like a Karen type wig on at the end. To me, it was so clearly fake. I'm like, this is lame. Like, if you're gonna do it, do it. Who at the Jags thought that was a good or funny idea? I don't know. And then they immediately had to come back today and be like, it's fake. Like, yeah, no crap. But at least sit on it for a while. I mean, like, they didn't even sit on it for a whole day. Yeah. They just killed the joke immediately. It's just, they also released like an AI video or a fake picture of him throwing at rookie camp. It's like, whatever.
Bro, AI is so bad. I mean, anything I see now that is viral, I don't know if it's true or not.
Same. I mean, this one was so clearly fake. It wasn't even AI. It was just a bad wig.
But I remember the first time I got burned, and it was right after. I didn't get burnt on air. I didn't say anything, but it fooled me on my own, and that was after the Micah Parsons trade. And they had Jerry Jones just crushing them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Jerry Jones saying, like, everything that you can possibly imagine that was. I remember saying to myself, oh, my God. I mean, this is crazy. And then all of a sudden I find out it wasn't true. But, I mean, this is only going to get worse and worse and worse. We talk about Rossini and Vrabel. What if they made the case that was AI?
Fake picture.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, that picture's too crappy to be AI. It was too pixelated, and, now we have the video of them on the boat trip. We know that's not AI.
Yeah, I know the boat trip, but I'm just talking about originally when it came out.
Yeah, listen, in a year or two, when it, like, I could still look at a video and pictures specifically and see, like, oh, that's AI just based on the shading and the way the faces look. Like, some of it gets me, but I'm good about most of it. But in the very near future, it's going to be impossible to tell, and it's very scary to think about.
Tell you the ones that I get all the time are the shark videos.
Yeah, there's a lot of fake shark videos.
There'll be like a little pup. There'll be like a little puppy. Tiny little boat.
No, boy, don't go.
Like a daddy and a mom and like a 18-month-old and, their little puppy, Scrappy, goes. And then all of a sudden, like a 15-foot great white just destroys it.
Snatches him off.
And I'm like, damn, man, that's tough.
Stuff.
That's going to be tough. I mean, that little kid's going to be scarred. And then all of a sudden you I always have to read the comments now. You get nowhere until you see, that's AI. Yeah. That's AI. But anyway, Crazy
Anyway, Trevor
stuff.
did not cut his hair, folks.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
That is the very latest.
Samson still has his strength.
I am not surprised by how many people have asked about it, though. So apparently this did mean a lot to quite a few. Ooh, wait a minute. We have a developing story. Maverick McNeely, ladies and gentlemen, bogeys the par 3 8th hole. So he is now bogeyed number 6 and number 8. He'll go to the easiest hole on the golf course, the par 5 9th hole. But this guy had it at 6 under par about 45 minutes ago. He has now bogeyed 2 out of his last 3 holes. And Maverick McNeely at 4 under, he's your on-course leader. In the clubhouse is Alex Smalley after a 69 today, a 67 yesterday, 4 under par. Looks like that is going to be the 2 guys going off late. Let's see. All of the 3 unders are in the clubhouse. Yes, all 4 of them have completed their round. Let's see if anyone else can make a run.
We got a new one, actually. So Greyersman just eagled his last hole, which is the same hole McNeely's about to play. So now he's up to 3 under.
Now, you picked Ludwig Goldberg. I picked him to win the Players and the Masters. He's got a hole to go.
He's hot right now.
Listen to what he's done today. He birdied 2, then a clean card, all pars, bogeyed 10. He has now birdied 4 out of his last 5 holes. He has birdied 12, 13, 14, and 16. Just parred the par 3 17.
And that lipped out.
Yeah. Okay.
So that should have been a birdie too.
Wow. So he, if he can par 18, he's in perfect shape.
Oh, yeah.
At 2 under. Let's head to the top of the hour break. But look at the guys who were 2 strokes out. Harris English, Siwoo Kim, Scotty Scheffler, Justin Thomas, Cameron Young. He eagled his final hole today, the par 5 9th hole. Olberg, if he pars 18, will stay at 2 under par. So, I mean, this is just sensational stuff. It does look like the cut line is going to be
4.
+4. Again, early this morning, it was +2. So it has moved significantly. Some heavy hitters are going to be sent home, missing it by 1 stroke. We'll go through that as well during our second hour.
Now, a PGA Championship update on 1010XL, teed up by TopDressing.com and LiveForeverGolf.com.
Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the 108th PGA Championship, sponsored by Wrangler. Shop Wrangler.com for new denim styles to kickstart your day. Wrangler for the ride of life. Maverick McNeely 2 holes away from the outright lead heading into the weekend at Arana Mink. McNeely 5 under par. He teed off on 10, so finishing up on the front 9. He is at the par 3 8th. Got an unlucky bounce off the tee. He's right on the edge of the green and will have 30 feet for birdie there. McNeely, 30 years old. He's won only once on the PGA Tour a couple of years ago at Sea Island. Alex Smalley has never won on the PGA Tour. He's in solo second at 4 under, 1 back. At 3 under, 2 off the lead. Hideki Matsuyama, Chris Gotterup, Aldrich Potgieter, Steven Yeager, and Minwoo Lee. Scotty Scheffler, Justin Thomas, John Rahm, Cameron Young among those at 2 under, 3 back. And Rory McIlroy playing his way past the cut line with a nice round. He's 1 over. I'm Ted Emmerich, Westwood One Sports.
When I wake up,
the best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
I pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Pros, save more on the materials you need to get the job done, inside and out, at Lowe's. Right now, get 10% off in-stock Trex Naturals decking, now available in more styles. Plus, get 15% off select custom entry, interior, and storm doors. Then, we'll deliver it all straight to your job site to help keep your jobs moving. Get the brands pros trust, priced right, and ready when you need them. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/27. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
When I wake up,
the best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
I pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
I'm Frank Frangie, and I can tell you as Walk-Off Charities has grown, we now manage a large athletic facility with numerous fields, including the Bregan Baseball Complex. To get around, we needed a good, reliable golf cart. I went straight to Dynamic Drives and Design in Jack's Peak. I met with Travis, told him exactly what our needs were. Would you believe before you knew it, the perfect cart was delivered to us at an incredible price? If you need a golf cart, Travis and his team are the go-to. Learn more about them at dynamicdrivesdesign.com.
Hicken here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
Sent in, and Sporting Jacks breaks through first.
For the latest on Jacksonville's pro soccer teams, join the Sporting Jacks Coaches Show, presented by Honda of the Avenues, every Tuesday night at 6 on 1010 AM and 1010XL.com.
Hicken here for Oceanside Cleaners, the very best in dry cleaning service. Free pickup and delivery, or use their self-service kiosk in Ponte Vedra and Southside for drop-off and pickup. Dry cleaning, laundry, bedding, and bridal gown preservation. If it's got fabric, they can clean it. Oceanside Cleaners.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
I'm with Greg from Cycles in Jacksonville, and Triumph is a known name when it comes to beautiful rides on the road. What is the latest from Triumph?
Well, if you didn't come, we had an unleashing at the dealership last week. We saw 6 new models from Triumph, anything from 400 cc's to 1200 cc's. If you're looking at a bike, you got to look at the new Triumphs.
Experienced riders will love it.
And the inexperienced will love it. We've got something for everybody in the Triumph lineup. Great, great motorcycles.
Showroom waiting for you. Triumph. Find them at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic, near Regency.
Frank Frangie here with Coach Delaney from Coyle Fencing. For years, your offenses have been putting up a lot of yards and points at Fletcher. I hear Coyle also gains a lot of yards in the fence world.
Yes, Frank. Coyle Fencing has been serving the Jacksonville community and general contractors for 99 years. We fence tens of thousands of commercial and residential yards, all while maintaining an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau.
99 years?
That's right. Some might call it a dynasty.
To schedule your appointment, visit CoyleJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com.
Are you an experienced automotive technician and tired of working for employers who put profit over people? Then come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road and get trained on how to diagnose and rebuild today's complex transmissions. See how we're different. Get traction on your career and come to Action.
Equal opportunity employer.
Hi, Frank Frangie here, inviting you to join my wife and me June 22nd of 2027 as we experience the food, wine, and culture of iconic Italy with Colette. Our journey takes us to historic cities and enchanting medieval towns. We'll enjoy a wonderful 7-night stay in the Montecatini Term A famous resort and spa town nestled in the heart of the rolling hills of Tuscany. Visit the cultural treasures of Florence, Pisa, and lovely Lucca. Along the way, we'll discover the food, wine, and old world charm, and even have a special chef-led cooking class. This and so much more. Colette handles the details, flights, hotels, meals, and the local experiences. Your only job is to have the time of your life. Don't miss joining my wife and me in Italy. Now, to learn more, visit 1010XL.com or call Colette at 800-581-8942. That's 1010XL.com or call Colette at 800-581-8942.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Let's go into the night with Rick Ballou on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
All right, things winding down in Philadelphia. Maverick McNeely looks like he is to his right of the green in some very deep rough. So he has bogeyed 2 out of the last 3 holes. He's got it down to 4 under. That is the co-leader, along with Alex Smalley, who is in the clubhouse at -4. Several at 3 under, 2 under, 1 under, and even par. This is what it's all about. This is great stuff. It's going to be a fantastic weekend. We'll keep you updated on what McNeely does on 18. Also, anything else as far as movement that is happening here at the PGA Championship. I do want to get back to our schedule as we're about halfway through it. One quick update. Rory McIlroy, again, this has been a bogey-free round for Rory, and that's saying something because he bogeyed 5 out of his final 6 yesterday, right? He only hit 5 fairways yesterday. Today he comes out, he birdies 2, he birdies 4, he birdies 12, surrounded by pars, still has 17 and 18 to play. But he is all of a sudden at +1 and only 5 strokes off the lead. So the best in the world are absolutely getting it done here under these incredibly difficult playing conditions at the PGA Championship. All right, let's get back to where we were. We were 8 games deep. I have them at 4-4 at this point. I have them with a win against Cleveland, New England, Houston and London, and Indy. I have them losing at Denver, at Cincinnati. I have them losing to Philadelphia in London, and I have them losing on Thursday Night Football at Baltimore. So I'm 4-4. Is that where you're at as well?
Same record, couple different games, but same record.
All right, let's continue on. This is nasty. I mean, this is like getting all dressed up, going out to eat, beautiful suit and tie, and you spill a meatball right in the middle of your white shirt. This is just nasty. 3 straight road games, 4 out of 5 on the road for Jacksonville. I have them losing to Baltimore. I think they go into the House of Horrors and win. They're a better program right now. They're a better football team than Tennessee. I absolutely believe that. So I'm going to have them win now their first road game of the year, go to 1-3 on the road. I like them to knock off Tennessee.
Easy dub, and you're going to have a little bit more time that week coming off a Thursday night game. I like them to handle Tennessee.
I am a former individual who used to love to bet. I have not done that in quite some time, as far as you know. The New York Giants, I mean, this is a really bad football team. This is another situation where, clearly they are in flux. We know what happened in Baltimore. Here comes John Harbaugh. How are they going to be able to turn things around? Well, I look at this game, and it feels easy. Show up, go play, New Jersey, win a football game, carry on. But if you really look at the numbers and you study over the years, over the decades, I remember this in the mid-'90s talking about this when it would happen once in a while with Jacksonville. There's such a difference between getting 3 straight road games compared to 2 straight road games. And even if the Giants on paper looks like the easiest of the 3, at Baltimore, at Tennessee, at New York, the trend says take the home team. Even if Jacksonville is favored, this is my first really big upset on the Jaguars schedule coming up this year. I think the Giants beat the Jaguars.
Disagree. Giants suck, especially at that point in the season. Who knows what's going to be happening with them? Jags easy.
By the way, this is subject to change the week of the game.
Of course.
I mean, we're doing this here middle of May, so we will see. All right, so that puts them at 5-5. Here's something that's rare. After being gone for 2 months, you get an opportunity to basically come back. I shouldn't say that. The Indy game is at home. But, I mean, just think about, New England in week 3, you go on the road in week 4, you're in London week 5 and week 6, you get a bye in week 7, You come back home in week 8, then you go back on the road, or week 9, I guess, after that. That is week 8. And then it's on the road, Baltimore, Tennessee, New York, home for Tennessee, and back out on the road again. God, the only people I know personally out on the road more than them is the Tedeschi Trucks Band. Tennessee, that's a win. Enough said. Move on from that. That gets them to 6-5, about 11 games into the year.
Yeah, I got them 7-5. It's always weird when you play a team twice in 3 weeks, so I think they'll handle them both times.
Is it 7-5, 4-4,
For me,
4-5, 5-5?
You have them having one more. 7-4. Excuse me.
7-4. I got them at 6-5. All right. Some of these games, again, is kind of what you just brought up. We're just having fun with this now because you really can't tell until you get to the game. But this one in Chicago looks scary to me. It does. It's a cold weather game. It's a bona fide team that is going to be, playing for their life to get into the playoffs in a very interesting division. That's a tough place to play. The water of Lake Michigan just whipping right towards you. And now I've been to quite a few games in Chicago. I think it's one of the nastiest places to play in the NFL. I think the Jaguars lose this game against the Bears.
I agree. I think that's a team on the up. And like you said, away with the weather, it just seems like it could be really nasty. I'm going with the Bears.
All right, how are we in time? Do we need to take a break, come back, and do the final stretch?
Let's
do that. Why don't we do that? I mean, we still have Pittsburgh Monday Night Football. You couldn't possibly pick against the Jaguars, Baloo, could you? I mean, there's just no way. You've got that. Then you go back out on the road. Houston, Dallas on a Sunday night. Home with Washington, on the road at Indy. Let's take a look at the last 5 games that the Jaguars will play. We'll also keep you updated on what's going on with Maverick McNeely, as he is your course leader at 4 under par. Alex Smalley is in the clubhouse as well at -4.
1010XL. Home of the Florida Gators.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
He's our Big Mac.
Woo! It's Smash Mouth football, baby!
Tom McManus brings his big opinions to Jaguars Today.
Every Friday morning at 10 a.m. on 1010XL.
Protected by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
I'm Chris Campione. Auto accidents can leave you feeling lost and overwhelmed. But at Campione Law, we're here to guide you with a personal touch through every step of the process. We don't get paid unless you get paid. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
New and pre-owned firearms are in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new sidearm or rifle? Brands like Kimber, Smith & Wesson, 6 Hour, Beretta. No lines, no hassle. Only at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
It's Mike Dempsey. If you're thinking about a bathroom upgrade, maybe turning that old tub into a safer walk-in shower, check out 5 Star Bath Solutions. I shopped around, talked to several companies, and I chose 5 Star because their customer service was simply incredible. Responsive, honest, upfront about the entire project, and their pricing was even better than expected. When you're ready for a fresh look, better comfort, and a bathroom space you'll love using every day, schedule your free consultation at 5starbthsolutions.com and get the 5-star experience.
The weather is heating up, and it's time to drop a line in the water. Gear up today at Green Acres Sporting Goods, Jacksonville's fishing headquarters. From Shimano and Penn reels to Zoom baits and much more for saltwater and freshwater fishing. They've got everything you need to land the big one. And when your gear needs work, trust their expert rod and reel repair to keep you casting like new. Stop by Green Acres today or shop online at greenacresporting.com.
When your home or business deserves more than ordinary glass, you trust the experts. Capital Glass and Shower Doors has been elevating spaces for over 40 years with precision, craftsmanship, and clean, modern design. From sleek frameless shower enclosures to elegant glass railings, wine cabinets, and any custom glass that makes a statement, Capital Glass delivers unmatched quality, service, and attention to detail. Your vision, their expertise. Capital Glass and Shower Doors at capcoglass.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Instant Keys saves the day if you have lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call 722-1111.
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah. Into the Night with Rick Ballou on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
All right, interesting stuff today from Ryan O'Halloran, who you heard prior to this program on Fridays now. O'Halloran and Caroline. Frangie taking Fridays off. I will join those two and JJ once training camp gets underway. That'll be in late July. Really looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast. We'll go 4 to 7 right before high school football. So that's going to be pretty cool. But Ryan O'Halloran, columnist from the Florida Times-Union, did put out, per source, the Jaguars are open to doing one-day joint practices with all 3 of their preseason opponents. Cannot tell you how important that is. And I love the idea. He goes on to say if they do that, then you can sit down, key starters. It's such an imperfect science since we have gone from, 4 to 3 preseason games. And we know we're going to add an 18th game before you know it and go to only 2 preseason games. But I'm just trying to remember the last couple of years. It feels like Jacksonville's never really played a starting quarterback. So there used to be a system in place for the most part. Hopefully this does happen. And, practicing against these 3 teams is the greatest watch of them all. Okay? Because they do have some situations where they hit. And you can just really get a good feel. I'm not saying you get tired of watching the same 90 guys during training camp, but all of a sudden you have 180 guys on the practice field. And going against one another, you can get a pretty good feeling as to where the Jaguars are when you go up against other teams. And, I've seen it. I've gone to Minnesota. I've gone to New England. I've gone to Baltimore. I'm just thinking of places where I've gone on the road and watched camp where they do it for like 3 days. And I loved it. It was some of the most enjoyable stuff I've done, certainly during the preseason. So hopefully that is the case. We'll find out. I want to get back to our schedule here. We're about 3/4 of the way through. Hey, the Dolphins. Look at these 4 AFC teams. The Dolphins, the Jets, the Titans, and the Raiders. What do they have in common? No primetime games. You can add the Cardinals as well. Remember all those years? No primetime games, maybe one Sunday night game, but that's it. Not the case this year. You get every night. You get Monday, Thursday, and, of course, Sunday. Probably should have started with Sunday, right, Baloo? Doesn't the week start with Sunday? Well, of course it doesn't. Sunday is the end of the week. I don't care what the calendar says. Come on. Monday's the start of the week.
Who's responsible for that anyway?
I don't know.
The Romans, the Greeks, the English.
I think there's something biblical about it. I do. And
well, the Sabbath actually was on Saturday in biblical times.
Okay.
So I don't even know if that's true.
To me, it's not even a conversation. It's just really beyond belief. If you honestly do think the week starts on Sunday.
It's called the weekend.
No doubt.
The end of the week.
Okay. You know what Sunday's about? Recovering from a hangover, getting to the beach, getting to the golf course, mixing in some Bloody Marys, and you get to the beers, and you try to get to bed at a normal hour to wake up Monday morning to begin your week.
Start the week, exactly. Wind down on Sunday. You wind down your week.
But there are people who say, no. Week begins on Sunday. It's just amazing to me. And I think a lot of that is just there are quite a few people out there that regardless of the set of circumstances, they just want to argue.
Yeah.
But no one believes that. I mean, come on. I mean, do football fans believe that? When you get to a home game here, when it's Jaguars football and you show up into the parking lot and you're dealing with your Saturday night hangover and you get with your buddies, do you go up to and say, what a great way to start the week, man. We got a Jaguars football game. No, it's the end of the weekend. It's amazing. It really is.
I would even say the weekend ends with Monday Night Football during the football season.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. No doubt. All right. Where are we?
We're at week 13.
Yes. I got him at 6-6, 12 games in.
I'm 7-5.
All right, let's continue on. Pittsburgh, Monday Night Football. Are you kidding me? Will Howard, Drew Aller, Mason Rudolph. Who's going to be? Oh, you tell me Aaron Rodgers. Okay, we'll see. We will. Give Aaron some time now. He's going to. Aaron Rodgers is a guy that could play a 6-hour round of golf, like the average round of golf is here at the PGA Championship. Just come out and say whenever it is, Aaron. Take your time. But I think we all assume he's going to end up in Pittsburgh. Jacksonville wins this game. Monday Night Football. They're a better football team than the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, this is a franchise that's gone from Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, Mike Tomlin to Mike McCarthy.
I'm still shocked they made it to the playoffs last year. I think they take a huge step back, much like I do with Denver. I like the Jags to win this game.
In agreement there. And how cool will that be? Monday Night Football. Enjoy it because it's your second to last home game for 2 years.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
And
when you put it like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's going to be worth it in the long run. I'm not, Debbie Downer. I understand what they're doing and what they have to do. The end result is going to be worth it. No question about it. Houston, a week later. No, here's where I am. And I was there after the hurricane when, Watt ran out, J.J. Watt ran out with a Texas State flag, and it was there's no way that Jacksonville could win that game, and they did, okay? But where I'm at now, blowing a 19-point fourth quarter lead, I can't pick Houston to lose to Jacksonville in Houston. Very similar to me not being able to pick Indy winning here. Until it happens. I need to see the Colts come in here and win until I ever pick them. I need to see the Jaguars now to totally erase the disaster of a year ago in the fourth quarter. I'm taking Houston to win this game against the Jags.
Yeah, me too. Unfortunately, I have Houston sweeping the Jags this year. That doesn't necessarily mean they'll win the division. I think they will win both those games, though. The London one kills you. Like the fact that that's a home game. So yeah, 8-6 right now for me for the Jags.
Yeah, that's the Houston game in London. I'm looking for a word here for you Jaguars fans. How about furious? Seriously, furious. You should be. To lose a game of this magnitude. I mean, you could have taken Indy, you could have taken Tennessee. You took freaking Houston. And it's not like those people in London are like, oh my God, can you believe it? It's Houston. I mean, you could have put anyone out there. It's a bad move. Dallas on Sunday night. Dallas is, it's kind of like a Kardashian story, right? You never know what to really make. Why do I envision this year in Dallas that being similar to A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts a year ago, especially if they don't get a long-term deal done with George Pickens? They're talking like they are, but it's a franchise tag. Let's see if he doesn't show up during camp. Let's see if him and Dak Prescott aren't on the same page. I just think we'll know an awful lot about Dallas this time in the year. I think Jacksonville actually gets a break getting Dallas here during this date than very early in the season. I think Dallas by then is totally dysfunctional. I like the Jags to win Sunday Night Football out there.
I disagree. And by the way, I don't know if this will be Sunday night by then. Who knows? But yeah, I like Dallas to win at home. I think the Jags go to 9-7.
Also, I'm a big guy when it comes to them and the Christmas holiday. Okay, you get the advantage of being able to fly out on Saturday, the day after Christmas. That's huge. To me, Christmas Eve has always been my favorite day of the year, even better than Christmas. Well, the fact that you are in town and you can be with your family, especially the young families, Christmas is great for kids. No one's going to argue that point. So they're here Thursday and Friday for that. You fly out on Saturday. Christmas is over. I think they catch a break there as well. I like them to win. Following week, Washington comes in. Now, this is tricky. Remember Washington 2 years ago when they were healthy? They were a very good football team. Last year, injuries, they fell apart. Still love the Jaguars here. I think they knock off Washington.
I think Washington's going to be closer to what they were last year than 2 years ago. I think easy win for the Jags.
All right. Let's wrap it up with a trip to Indy, which, again, indoors. So you avoid the cold weather. I think Indy will show some improvement, but they're not in the class of Jacksonville right now. So I got a home and away sweep for the Jaguars. I have them going indoors to Indianapolis and winning again.
Agree with you. I think they got a little 2-game winning streak to end the season and hopefully get into the playoffs at 10-7.
All right, let's review. I have them winning against Cleveland, losing at Denver, winning with New England, losing consecutive weeks at Cincinnati and London to Philly, and then winning against Houston. So I got them going 3-3 before the bye.
Yeah, same with me.
All right.
But they win their first 3, lose their second 3.
Okay. We both have 3-3. I have them winning against Indy. I have them losing at Baltimore. I have them winning at Tennessee. I have them losing in New Jersey against the Giants. I have them winning against Tennessee at home. I have them losing at Chicago. That is a situation where I'm on the road 4 out of 5 weeks. So at that point, 13 weeks in, 12 games, I have the Jaguars 6-6.
I have them 7-5 because the only game I have different, I have them winning against the Giants.
Monday Night Football here against Pittsburgh. That's the W. Have them losing in Houston. And then to wrap up the year, I have them winning 3 straight. I have them 7-7, then winning at Dallas, winning here against Washington, winning at Indy, an overall record of 10-7, the identical record I picked them 1 year ago.
I have all the exact same ones, except I have them losing in Dallas. So same record for me, just a few games different.
Here's what's nuts as we get ready to head to this break. There wasn't a team in the NFL that was undefeated at home last year. Okay. I have them going technically 7-1 at home if you include the London games. But the games being played here, the 6,
Undefeated.
I have them going 6-0 in Jacksonville.
And that's with, I don't know if it's half the crowd, but 40,000.
Right? I have them going 6-0. And again, I think they were a better road team a year ago than they were at home. Yet I have them losing their first 3 road games at Denver, Cincinnati, and Baltimore. I have them bouncing back with a win at Tennessee, then losing in New York, losing in Chicago, losing in Houston, winning the final 2. So what's that, 3-6 on the road? Wow. I mean, you would think I would use last year as a blueprint. I really haven't. And again, this is all fun now. What really matters is when we, make our picks the week of each and every game. All right, it is a par for Maverick McNeely on number 9. So the final group going off tomorrow. Make plans, ladies and gentlemen. Your final twosome for the 108th PGA Championship with scores of 4 under par. Maverick McNeely and Alex Smalley.
Now, a PGA Championship update on 1010XL. Teed up by TopDressing.com and LiveForeverGolf.com.
Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the 108th PGA Championship, sponsored by Prevagen. Prevagen, made for your brain. Aronimink has been such a stirring test, it's got the best player in the world grumbling about its setup. Scotty Scheffler called the whole locations today, quote, absurd. Scheffler shot 1 over 71, but is very much in it. -2 for the week, 2 back of the leaders. Alex Smalley and Maverick McNeely are 4 under. Smalley went out early and shot 1 under 69 in trying conditions.
If you would have told me I would have shot 1 under today standing on the 10th tee box before I teed off, I definitely would have taken it. It was difficult this morning. It was windy. It was cold. I knew the back 9 had some tough holes. So I was thrilled to get through there unscathed the first 9 holes and then kind of hit a rough patch. And so just tried to hang in there the best as I could.
Yeah, Smalley had 3 straight bogeys at 1, 2, and 3 to start his second 9, but he is tied for the lead. I'm Ted Emmerich, Westwood One Sports.
At Century, understanding starts with taking a seat, talking face-to-face, getting to know your business firsthand, diving into details, seeing risk from every angle, becoming experts in your business, and crafting coverage that really makes a difference. So, save us a seat. We've got work to do. Property and casualty coverages are underwritten by a member of the Century Insurance Group, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. For a complete listing of companies, visit Century.com. Policies, coverages, benefits, and discounts are not available in all states. See policy for complete coverage details.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Because as your life changes and your body changes, Sleep Number mattresses adapt and shift to give you personalized comfort night after night. And now everything's on sale during our Memorial Day event. Save up to $1,200 on mattresses for a limited time. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, to a good life sleep.
Looking for a real career with great pay and full benefits? Prosser here for Julington Creek Pest Control. As a growing, family-owned company that cares about its employees, they're hiring lawn technicians in the Jacksonville area. No experience required. This is a salaried position with top industry pay. Full benefits, a 401k match, and paid training. Apply today at JulingtonCreekPestControl.com. Julington Creek Pest Control. Our family serving yours since 1984.
Equal opportunity employer.
Springtime is the perfect time to get your home organized. Hey, this is Lauren Brooks, and I love our closets from Closets by Design. They create custom storage systems designed around how you actually live. From closets and garages to entertainment centers, laundry rooms, and storage for any space and budget. Make an appointment to tour their showroom on Phillips Highway and get 40% off plus an extra 15% off, free installation, and 18-month special financing. Schedule your free consultation at 904-878-9393 or find them online, closetsbydesign.com.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Which team holds the record for the most NCAA men's basketball championships?
For over 20 years, Southern Oak Insurance has given Floridians a better alternative to their current homeowners policy. See what you can get with Southern Oak. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
UCLA holds the record for most men's NCAA basketball championships with 11. Kentucky is next with 8.
Southern Oak Insurance, our family protecting yours.
It's the big reveal. Listen all day for 1010XL's thoughts on the Jags' potential wins and losses this season. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Septic Plumbing and Air Conditioning and Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Memorial Day, friends, family, great food is what we look forward to all year. But when your septic system decides it wants to be part of the conversation, yeah, nobody wants that. Getting a pump out now is a smart move before things get, let's just say, uncomfortable. Duck Duck Rooter, Northeast Florida's only master septic contractor. They've seen it all, and they get it right the first time. Right now, get $50 off septic tank pumping. Keep the memories, not the mess. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia from Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, his adorable chessman sidekick.
There are two things you want to ask when getting a custom polymer garage floor coating. Will it be done right, and will it be priced right?
And just how charming is their mascot?
No. At Checkmate, our small specialized install teams follow a strict 29-point installation checklist
to ensure the highest quality results at a price you can afford.
A Checkmate polyaspartic floor can be customized in dozens of colors and sweeps up sparkling clean in just seconds.
No need to wear your shoes in the garage to avoid tracking dirt back into the house.
The quality you expect?
Check. A price that might surprise you.
Check. A floor you just can't wait to show your friends? Checkmate!
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit checkmatecoatings.com. That's checkmatecoatings.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
Well, the golden moment today was going to be Maverick McNeely, who had it at -6. Unfortunately, he bogeyed 2 out of his final 4 holes. Still, he is your co-leader heading into moving day. -4 for McNeely. Alex Smalley at -4 as well. We have 6 golfers at 3 under par. Yes, Gotterup, the 65 today for Chris Gotterup. That was the low round at Eki Matsuyama, Max Greyersman, Aldridge. Let's go with Aldrid, poor keeper. Steven Yeager, Minwoo Lee, all at -2. What a day for Jacksonville resident Ludwig Oberg, who birdied 4 out of 5 holes and ended up shooting a 66. So that's the second best round of the day, only behind Gotterup. You picked Oberg, didn't you? I picked him for the Masters and the Players.
I did.
Yeah. I picked Cameron Young, who was even par. Then all of a sudden he eagled number 9, the par 5, to get it -2. Look at these golfers at 2 under. David Puig, Harish English, Siwoo Kim, Justin Thomas, Scotty Scheffler. Scheffler, not as good of a round today as yesterday. He had 32 putts today. He hit his first 7 fairways yesterday. He was 13 of 14 yesterday on fairways hit. Today he was 7 of 14.
It's amazing how these guys can be like with Rory.
Yeah.
You finish with bogey, 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 bogey. He didn't bogey at all today. I heard one of the broadcasters say something interesting. It would be like if the NFL, if you had to play the first quarter on a Thursday, second quarter on a Friday, and like every day you'd play a quarter, you'd get a totally different team every day.
Yeah.
And that's what professional golf is.
It really is. And look at the 2 guys here who have played so well, but let it get away from them. Look at Cameron Young. I mean, he missed 6 fairways in the combined 4 rounds that he played at the Masters. 6. And it was the putter that absolutely let him down. Look at Matt Fitzpatrick. Okay, the putters let him down. 33 putts yesterday, 33 putts today. So these greens have been brutal in some situations. All right, among those at 1 under par, Kitayama, Cantlay, Jason Day, John Rahm. Boy, he gave a couple back late. He had it at -3. He bogeyed 13 and 15. So John Rahm still in red figures at -1. Among those at even par, Cameron Smith, Patty Reed, Rory McIlroy +1. Remember, Rory yesterday bogeyed 5 out of his final 6. He had a clean card today. Birdies on 2, 4, and 12. The rest were pars. He's only 5 strokes out at +1. Ricky Fowler's +1. Colin Morikawa is +1. Bug Cauley, Brooks Koepka. There's another guy, Brooks Koepka. Tee to green, he's been spectacular. He just cannot putt. Jordan Spieth, if he was the win, he would complete his Grand Slam +1. Sahith Theegala +1. Xander Schauffele +1. Dustin Johnson +2. Wow. I mean,
he made the cut.
That's impressive.
With a couple, like he could have, what was it, 4? He shot a 70 and 72, and they showed 0 of his shots. The only time I saw DJ was on 18 today when he finished.
I'm watching. I got the 4 screens going. I didn't even see him whatsoever. All right, Matt Fitzpatrick, we just talked about +2. Sam Burns +2. Joaquin Niemann +2. Martin Keimer, former Players Champion, former major champion. I think he won a PGA championship as well.
That's what
Martin Keimer.
He came into the day leading 3 under. That's how tough the morning sessions were for most of these guys.
Martin Keimer +2. Yeah, 67 yesterday, 75 today. Patty Harrington +3. A couple of other notables. Justin Rose, who chipped in to make the cut at +3. +4s. Any notables here? Luke Donald, Shane Lowry. All right, let me give you a few guys who are going home out of the 156. Tommy Fleetwood, Russell Henley, Wyndham Clark, Akshay Bhatia's going home. JT Poston's going home. Michael Block, who you remember from a few years ago and what he was able to do out at, was it Oak Hill? +5. Garrick Higgo. Ooh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy. A 76 today after his 67/69 yesterday because of the two-stroke penalty, bro. It ended up costing him a paycheck.
Oh, yeah.
This weekend.
He was 30 seconds late. It probably cost him tens of thousands of dollars, maybe even hundreds of thousands.
All right, let's wrap it up with this. Also going home, Victor Hovland, Keegan Bradley, Gary Woodland, J.J. Spawn, Bryson DeChambeau has now missed his 2nd consecutive major for the first time since his 2nd year on tour, which was 2017. The last guy entered into the field was Brandt Schnedeker, who won a week ago at the age of 45. He's going home +7. Billy Horschel's going home. Adam Scott's going home. Shawn Michaels going home. Max Homa's going home. And I think that's basically it. So there you have it. I have unofficially, it's 70s and ties. Let me give you a number. I've got 83 golfers will be a part of the PGA Championship. And again, Round 3, moving day, starts in the morning.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Frank Frangie here. Nittany Chevrolet is proud to be a 9-time Chevrolet Dealer of the Year recipient, the only dealership in Northeast Florida to ever win this prestigious award. Trust me, I know this. I've been dealing with Nimnick's forever, and they really are that good. You know, for 3 generations, Nimnick's been the place customers keep coming back to. Customers like me, treating you right, giving the most back to our community, more choices and better prices. It's just the best place to buy cars, and I can promise you that. So who gives you the best experience when you're buying a car? Nobody but Nimnick. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Not everyone is built for a cubicle. At Local 234, apprentices get paid to learn hands-on skills like plumbing, pipe fitting, HVAC, the stuff Jacksonville runs on. No endless lectures, no massive student debt, just hands-on training, real jobs, and real pay. This is how you level up, by doing work that actually matters. Check them out at UA234.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Coach Campo here, and I just want to tell you about the best pizza I've had right here in Duval, and that's Tony D's Pizza. Tony works hard to make every slice perfect. If you love pizza like I do, you need to go to Tony D's, Bay Meadows and 295.
In Jacksonville, we love our sports. You might say we flip out over them. Football, baseball, soccer, hockey, basketball, golf, and there's our outdoor game, fishing, surfing, and just chilling. There's so much to do, it will make your head spin. But keep your cap on because Visit Jacksonville has you covered. Check out visitjacksonville.com/locals or download the Visit Jax app and stay on the ball for all the upcoming sports events in Jax. Go local, go sports. Jacksonville, the flip side of Florida.
Longer days, warmer nights, and a backyard that brings everyone together. Spring and summer in Florida means pool days, backyard barbecues, and night swims under the stars. Pickett here. For nearly 50 years, Surfside Pools have been creating the backdrops for life's best memories. From weekly service and repairs to remodels, commercial maintenance, and new pool construction, Surfside does it all. Ready to float happy? SurfsidePools.net or call 904-246-2666. Surfside Pools. Summer starts here. License number CPC 044080.
Summer means longer days and more deals at Lowe's. This Memorial Day, shop Miracle-Gro 0.75 cubic foot garden soil, 5 bags for $10. Plus, get select 1.5-gallon red, white, and blue annuals hanging baskets, 2 for $15 to show off your favorite plants. Stop traffic with stunning landscaping and save while you do it. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/27. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold has recently hit an all-time high at over $5,000 per ounce, and silver is over $100 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold and silver for cash and get top dollar, or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Transmission problems? Call Action Transmission Specialist. I'm Robin, the owner. My team provides expert service, done right the first time on all makes and models, plus a nationwide after warranty for total peace of mind. Action Transmission on Merrill Road. Get traction, call Action.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Yeah, they call it moving day for a reason, and that is totally expected coming up tomorrow. Again, the final grouping, in this case, I should say pairing, is McNeely and Smalley at 4 under. But look at all of the guys. I either want to go with hovering or lurking. And that is exactly what is happening. What a leaderboard if you look at particularly those who are 2 under, but also at -3 and -1, respectively. It's going to be a blast, no doubt about it. The 108th PGA Championship. And I know for you, you'll get there when you get there, but you'll be certainly excited about both NBA playoff games tonight.
Yeah, it's a must-win for Detroit. Cleveland's up 3-2, looking to knock off the Pistons. I know the Pistons are off to a good start right now. That game started at 7 o'clock, and then it's must-win for Minnesota. And this goes into the whole rust versus rest thing as Oklahoma City and particularly the Knicks are just waiting, right? The Knicks have been waiting for a while, and I know we talked about this earlier in the week. The Carolina Hurricanes are in the Eastern Conference Finals of the NHL playoffs. I don't think they've played a game in like 5 days.
It's been quite some time, and the road team just keeps winning.
Yeah.
And it's, Montreal's trailing last night. When I came on and joined you, they scored 2 goals in 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo pulled the goalie for like the final 7 minutes. It didn't matter. Montreal rolled them. And then you get John Tortorella, who replaced Bruce Cassidy out in Las Vegas. They win and move on, and they'll play in the Western Conference Finals. He shuts out the media. He gets fined $100,000. They lose their second-round pick in the draft. They made one player available. He closed the locker room, and he himself did not speak. It's going to cost him $100,000.
I loved him when he was the coach of the Lightning back in 04 for the Stanley Cup. But he's kind of a curmudgeon, right? People don't like him around the league if he's not the coach of their team, correct?
Well, yeah, but I love guys like that.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. I mean, I didn't want to see Bruce Cassidy get fired, but they're going to fire him. He's certainly the guy. I would love the Boston Bruins to have him.
Quick with hockey, if the Montreal Canadiens win the Stanley Cup, it'd be the first Canadian team to do it in 34 years, 35 years. I mean, how big a deal would that be in the NHL?
Oh, huge for them.
Yeah.
I mean, just enormous. You know, Toronto hasn't won it since 1967. And, you know, you had Edmonton that had a little bit of a run. Calgary, you know.
Toronto hasn't won it since 1967?
Toronto
Wow.
is where the Hockey Hall of Fame is, and one of the true original six with Montreal, Boston, New York, Detroit, and Chicago. They have not won it since 1967.
Wow, that is crazy.
Well, you know, Austin Matthews, apparently they're going to basically say to Connor McDavid, here's the blank check. What do you want? A lot of people think he's going to end up going to San Jose or maybe Chicago if he doesn't stay at Edmonton. But if Connor McDavid goes to Toronto, that could be scary. All right, we got all that coming up. I'll be fired up for that game tomorrow night, although I will be at the Journey concert. I'll have to look at it plausibly live. What do you got tonight?
Yeah, NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, but I'm sure, as you can imagine, a lot of reaction still to the Jaguars schedule, and we'll make our final stop in the AFC South tour. We've already been to Nashville and to Indianapolis. Tonight we'll end in Houston. My buddy Dan Matthews, Sports Talk 790 in Houston, talking about the Texans offseason.
All right, have a lot of fun.
Thanks, Rick.
Have a great weekend, RJ, and JJ. Tell us about your podcast as well. What's going on soccer-wise?
Yeah, go to YouTube, 1010XL's YouTube page. The first video, it should be the 1010XL Soccer Show. We do it every week, so give us a listen.
Outstanding. All right, folks, have a safe weekend. That's the key. Have fun. Be safe. All of you out there, no doubt about it. Have an outstanding weekend. Enjoy the golf. If you're going to the Journey concert, I'll see you out there tomorrow night as well. For JJ, I am Rick Ballou. We'll talk Monday.